Tyre Nichols, first time you saw it, what was your reaction? First, you heard the story, then when they released the video, what was your reaction?
Actually, it was not shocked. In fact, they described it as worse than Rodney King, and I thought that. But when I saw it, and again, I had his daughter, Rodney King's daughter, on my show. I'm not comparing the two. It wasn't as worse as Rodney King, but it was still pathetically awful. Rodney King lived. Tyre Nichols died 3 days later, but Rodney King also died early because of the massive trauma he sustained, the head trauma, and had physical ailments for the rest of his life. So, but the thing I also realized is why that didn't shock me. Folks like, it were black cops. I'm like, oh, y'all thought it was a black-white thing? It's always been a blue thing. Always been a blue thing. Because we have to deal with what happens in police departments. I've talked to too many chiefs who are greatly frustrated because people think, oh, change the police chief. You know, in any company, you can be the CEO, give an order. With your middle management, don't force it to happen. And the next level doesn't happen. We have to, and all this, we got good apples and bad apples. It's BS. Because what's the fundamental thing that happens in police departments? What do they say? Let's get rid of stop snitching. The greatest don't snitch is in police departments. Cops are scared. Cops won't come forward to call another cop out because they're going to get ostracized. That's an issue. I've long said, if you have body cameras and dash cams, if that cop turns it off or doesn't turn it on, automatic firing. Why are you turning it off? Why are you not turning it on? In Chicago, they were breaking the antennas off of the dash cams so it wouldn't record.
Yeah.
Those cops were doing that. Why did Anita Alvarez and why Lori Lightfoot get elected? Because they held that Laquan McDonald tape for a whole damn year knowing the cops were lying. Knowing they were lying. And when that video was released, we actually saw. So we see too often in this country where cops are lying on police reports. Look at the Tyre Nichols police report. Oh, he was sweating profusely. He was abusive. They would see the body cam footage. So what does that tell you when you see case after case after case after case of cops lying on reports, of body camera videos showing this here? You have a systemic problem. And then the answer isn't just, hey, let's have more training. No, I believe what retired LAPD Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey said. There's got to be annual, she says every 2 year, mental evaluations of police officers. There are people, they got a badge and a gun. Man, the power that they have, think about it. They have the power to literally take your life and go back to work. I believe if you got that kind of power, that comes with great responsibility, and I don't play around with that. And it's just, we got to deal with this here because last year, the most people killed by cops in history was last year. Why? How do we change it? How do we fix it? How do we change somebody, the white guy who's partially blind coming from jury duty, and they walk up to him, I think that was here in Florida, I think, and, hey, you got a weapon. No, I got my blind stick. And they literally arrest the dude. He was just coming from jury duty. Mm-hmm. There are cops that abuse their power. We got to deal with that. And we got to just be honest about it.
Yeah, I was a victim of police brutality when I was, I want to say 16 years old, Halloween, hands on the car. And I remember seeing hands on the car, mistaken identity. The rookie comes out of the car, kicks my ankle, and almost breaks my ankle. I agree with the only thing that sucks when you come to this is they're human beings at the end of the day. So when we have, I don't know, let's say how many cops are in America? Let's say 5 million, right, Roland? In that 5 million, I don't care how much we're going to do and how much we're going to train. The human element is still there, which it just sucks unless we're going to have robots at some point.
Here's the deal. You have the human element.
Yes.
But what we have to do is stop acting like, well, I think it was in Connecticut.
That's where I was. That's where mine happened.
It was a black guy. This is the video. Get on your knees. He's literally, his hands up. He's going on his knees. Cops rear back, kicks him in the head, knocks him unconscious.
I saw that.
Goes to trial, not guilty.
Yep.
You're like, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, those
Did
cases.
y'all see? And
Yeah.
so what happens is, and I can tell you, been in Chicago for 6 years. When they came in, the Justice Department, cops are like, oh yeah, we regularly will use the N-word. Yeah, they admitted, we would pick up a gang member and we would drop them off in a rival neighborhood just to see what happens. Okay, I know you think it's a gang member. What the hell? The Holman Street facility where lawyers didn't even know that their clients were being held. You're like, that's why when I'm talking about China. It's like, what the hell? When Chicago had to pay out $40 million in reparations because John Bird took Vietnam-era tactics and was attaching electrical cords to the testicles of these men to force confessions, and they knew it all of these years. These guys were sitting in prison for 10 and 15, 20 years, and they knew it was forced confession. There was a judge in Chicago a couple of years ago, maybe it was a year ago. He got so pissed. He had 8 cops who were flat out lying. The judge went to the Police Accountability Board and said, these cops are flat out lying on the witness stand. The judge was so offended. That's why Kim Fox, that's why Sharon Brayboy and Prince George, they literally say these cops will never take the stand because they are known lies. Yeah. Now, again, somebody will say, well, Roland, look, it's not all cops, but you don't want your kid to be on the receiving end of that lying cop. That is what has to change in this country. The problem is folks are like, well, but, it's just a few. You're like, a few? Cleveland's under its second consent decree in 10 years. Dude, what the hell? And again, it is a power thing.
You know what I like the most? You know what I like the most?
Power thing.
What I think, by the way, there is the power thing. I had a friend of mine who was a cop who was the sweetest guy. When he became a cop, every year he got more and more and more and more like, let me tell you who I am and all this stuff. Right. And I'm like, you know what? I said, one day I sat him down. I said, listen, you're not the same guy. I said, I don't like the way you're talking to your girl. You seem like a little too hardcore right now. This wasn't you. You were the sweetest guy we had here. And finally, he got fired. He literally got fired. But the reason why he got fired was for a different reason. It was for steroids. But he got fired. And
that product
added to the
that product not explain that
not
damn
using
aggression.
it, not using it.
Distributing it.
Distributing.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So anyway, so it didn't work out. Okay, and he got out, and we'd have the conversation. I think the best thing that if you think about accountability-wise, the last 10 years when it comes onto issues like this, no invention has been more to hold everybody accountable than camera phones. Think about what that's done. The fact that you are able to record and you see the story and the camera on the cops.
It's
getting a lot better.
The first police department it was Rialto, California, and when they went to body cameras, there was a 77% drop in the number of reports filed against cop for police abuse, and it was a drop in the number of reports of the cops claiming folks were attacking them. Yes, because you had the cameras.
Great, I love that.
The problem that we still but here's the deal. But the cameras are not the panacea. They are a tool. But what's not? What you said, the phone. But what's now happening in various states like Arizona? Oh, we're going to pass laws. You can't record us. See, now it's like or no. You got to be.
What's the reasoning? What did they say the reason is?
It's always a BS reason, but we know why. What happens is you don't want to get recorded, and so look, it was. And we talk about the power of the phone.
Yeah,
I'm flying. I don't know where the hell I'm flying. I'm going through Chicago. There's a shoe shine stand, but no person is there. Mm-hmm. So this guy is sitting like on the
where they shine the shoe. I got you.
Sitting there, sitting in one of the seats. Yeah. So he's on FaceTime, I think, with his wife or daughter or somebody. So I walk up. I said, "Excuse me, I want to take a seat." Fuck you.
Jesus.
No, you're not sitting down here. Fuck you. I go, "Excuse me." I go, "I'm sorry. Who are you talking to?" He stands up. "You're not fucking sitting here." I go, "Let me get airport police." I said, "I'm not about dealing with you today." Mm-hmm. And so then, okay. And so he goes, I said, let me explain something to you. You're lucky I have all of the grace of Jesus today. I said, I could have pulled my phone out and I could have made your ass real popular in 30 seconds. Do you know how lucky you are today? Well, I said, no. I want you to understand. Now, mind you, while I'm talking, hey, Roland, love your work. Hey, black guy come, white guy walk by, white. Hey, now all of a sudden he's like, I said, do you understand I got 4 million followers? You almost lost your job today. Oh, no. I'm sorry, you sit down. I said, no. You need to ask yourself, why did you decide just to cuss me out? I said, you lucky I didn't pull one of my 2 phones out. There's a lot of these places, they don't want people recording because they don't want the truth. And that's my problem when the bills. Now, you want to say, hey, you can't be in 3 feet.
That's fine.
Yeah, because you're saying no, that's not what a lot of these folks are trying to do. They don't want.
This is Arizona?
I think it's Arizona.
Is it passed?
Yeah. Oh, it passed. And more states are looking at that because they don't want that accountability. And it's increasing. And again, I've supported body cameras, but I've also said, if you're a cop, the moment you get in that car, click, it's on, everything's recorded. I don't know if y'all saw the story where the cops didn't realize their body cameras were on and they were stealing money.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. Yeah,
and they went.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's already it's a wrap at that point.
Well, that's how I think it was insane. The female cop, she was busted using the N-word because the body cameras were recorded.
Yep.
Okay, and again, I just simply say, if you turn it on, you turn it off.
It's 8 feet of the police.
Yeah,
that's what.
Because at that point,
so you can record, they just don't want you to be within 8 feet.
And I agree because
but some states were actually talking about blocking people from actually
recording, which is ridiculous.
Cops, saying
that's ridiculous.
It's interfering with their official police duty. That to me, I'm saying that's wrong.
Yeah,
there has to be accountability.
I think camera is keeping all of us honest and.
But the problem is, after you might have that video.
Yeah.
But still, now you got to get to, is the DA going to take it to the grand jury? Because it's a lot of DAs don't want to piss off cops.
Yeah, but you know what's changed today.
And then you go, let's say you do go to trial, like the Connecticut story. There have been examples where you're sitting at home going, look, I don't know how in the hell this guy's going to get off. But a jury, it's because in this country, we give so much authority to police. So much authority to police that people, the human part, which is why, and a lot of times, the charge will get downgraded by the jury. Yeah, we're not comfortable convicting them on 1st degree or on 2nd degree murder. So let's take it down to manslaughter. And so we still have this thing in America here. Yeah, but it's the cops.
You know why I disagree? Let me tell you why.
Juries have said it.
No, I understand juries said it, but here's the Here's the progress. My biggest thing is progress. I think we're making a lot of progress.
I think
we're making a lot of progress.
Hold up. Why?
I'll tell you. I think we're making a lot of progress because it's preventing both sides to make up any stories. Okay? So say the jury says, nah, we're not going to do it. No problem. Just post it on Facebook.
Hold up.
Post it on Facebook. Post it on Twitter. It gets millions on top of millions of views.
But it doesn't matter, though, if we see the video. Again, I'm using Connecticut as an example. We see the video. It gets posted. They go to trial. Found not guilty. And you're going, how did y'all see? What were y'all looking at? And so then it becomes that person was never held accountable. Then it becomes like Tamir Rice.
Well, that's areas we need to. That's areas.
No. But I asked you. You said it's improving. But why?
Wait. So to ask me the question, why not? You're saying it's not.
No. I'm not saying that.
Why is it improving?
But I'm saying
I gave you my answer.
Go ahead. What do you think it is?
Because publicly you can't deny what we saw. When the video came out for Tyre Nichols, that day nobody was a Republican, Democrat, Independent.
Because here's the deal. Examples like that.
Yeah.
It just flat out. But like even the Fraternal Order of Police released a statement, which they never do. Here's actually why it's gotten better. Because I'm about to drive you crazy. It's gotten better because because of activists on the ground that have been demanding accountability.
Antifa,
that have
interesting.
been no, you said Antifa. That have been demanding accountability, that have been going to those city council meetings, those state legislatures, and we started throwing out hardcore right-wing prosecutors. And you begin to have prosecutors. No.
So that's why.
No. I'm trying to tell you.
Can you please send those activists to those 27 cities?
I'm trying to tell you. First of all, you clearly don't understand about Chicago because they've been on Lightfoot's ass from day one.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, activists.
But she gets reelected because of politicians.
Activists, dude. First of all, the polling right now shows in 4th place.
I know. I saw that. Which is good.
But you trust me.
Which is good.
She's
look. I know what's happening on the ground in Chicago. You ain't understand that. Here's the deal. Activists have played a role in changing public perception. A huge role. And so we cannot, I love people who want to deny the role of activism and marches and protesting, but that's a huge reason why public perception
all you want.
is changing.
Just don't hurt your cities and go into, Louis Vuitton stores and anything like that. If you don't do that, go for it. Keep doing it.
Well, here's
you know what I like about what Tyre Nichols' mom said? Here's what I like about what Tyre Nichols' mom said. She said, protest, but please don't hurt our cities.
Dude, we understand all that.
What a great thing she said.
Duh, but how about this? How about this here? Don't kill somebody, so we don't even get to that. See, I love folk who love say, "Oh my God, don't tear anything down, don't burn anything down." How about you don't kill anybody? Because here's the one thing here: you can run this.
Here we go.
Surprise me. I'll surprise you.
I don't think you will. I know what you could.
Do you know what was the precursor to nearly every riot in the 60s?
Tell me.
Police violence.
Okay.
Nearly every single one. Jimmy Lee Jackson and Selma, killed by cops. When you look at what happened in Detroit, what happened in L.A., what happened in Harlem.
It's 2023.
No. I'm giving you historical. I'm trying to walk you through what preceded the riots. In nearly every case, it was police violence. Even Dr. King, when he went to L.A. after the Watts riots, he thought, I thought Los Angeles was the land of golden opportunity. He did not realize how deep the racism was in Los Angeles. What I'm saying is we should be thankful for the people who took to the streets, the activists, the folks who rallied around Black Lives Matter, the people who organized and protested, because the system has to change. And the system only changes when the people put pressure on the system.
If the activists are listening, please go to those 27 cities and demand change.
And
I'm begging you. Please go to those 27 out of 30 cities.
Because they also are there.
To go to those cities. They need help, man. Seriously.
Those same activists.
Contact our friend Roland here. Get the list of 27 cities and go to them.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.